ever seen a litter of puppies that none of them look like they came from the same parents? One has the square head of a retriever. One got a wiry terrier build. And one just looks unstable. That's not a coincidence, that's genetics. And that's also 3 different dads. This guy, I forgot his eyes. All right. And it's called superfecundation. And it's what happens when a female dog mates with multiple males during her heat cycle and gets pregnant by all of them. That's not a myth, that's biology. And if you're not careful, it can happen in your house too. Dogs are polytocous mammal. Polytocous. Here you go. Polytocous mammals. All right, we need to move this away because this is gonna get in our way. One sec. Like this. All right. So, yeah, dogs are polytocous mammals and they release multiple eggs per cycle. I thought my dog is falling out of the table. All right, that's her eggs. Unlike humans, each egg gets fertilized independently. It doesn't matter if the sperm came from one male or 3. So if a female mates with multiple males while in estrus, each puppy can have a different father. And that's exactly what superfecundation is. The puppies are still full siblings from the mother's side, but only half siblings on the parental side. Same uterus, but different sperm. This is common in free-roaming dogs, street packs, village dogs, rural areas, when no one is supervising, but it absolutely still happens in domestic settings if your dog is off-leash, unsupervised, or living in a multi-male household during heat. It's like inviting 3 guys to a party. blacking out, and waking up with triplets. Each gonna have different nose, different ears, and wildly different trust funds. That's your dog. And if you're not paying attention during heat, it's not just cosmetic. You can see it also in their temperament. For example, one puppy is calm, one is aggressive, one's got prey drive that like a grenade with no pin. Different sires mean different genetics, and if you're trying to breed for consistency, structure, or predictability, well, you just blew it. Kennel clubs require DNA testing if multiple sires are suspected. The AKC offers a comprehensive set of voluntary and mandatory programs to ensure the integrity of the AKC registry and now includes genetic health and traits testing, including coat colors. Um, why? Because people lie. DNA doesn't. Imagine you're doing IVF. You carefully pick a sperm donor, then your kid comes out looking like a mailman. That's just that, but in reverse. You let your dog socialize, and now you got a mud cocktail you can't trace. And then there is a myth. Once she's made it and got pregnant, it's done. No other males can contribute. Wrong. Dogs don't get pregnant the moment they mate. Sperm can survive inside her for up to 7 days. And fertilization can take anywhere from 2 to 5 days after mating, depending on when the eggs are actually released. So if she mates with male A on Monday, and let's just say male B on Thursday, there are still unfertilized eggs available. And now two sets of sperm are racing for the finish line. That's the finish line. Her body doesn't lock the door after the first tie. It just keeps the window open until the eggs are done dropping. You don't need a gangbang, you just need timing. And if you're planning to breed your dog or even just own one intact, you need to know this stuff. Superfecundation isn't rare, it's just rarely noticed by ordinary people. And here's where it gets even worse. You might not even know your dog is in heat. The earliest sign of estrus is swelling or engorgement of the vulva. But that swelling isn't always obvious. What most owners notice first is bloody vaginal discharge. And even that can show up days after heat has started. Some dogs barely drip at all, and some just soak the floor. The discharge also changes over time from deep red to watery and pink as ovulation approaches. So, unless you're checking your dog's body daily and tracking her cycle like a calendar, you might miss the fertile window entirely until it's too late. So if you want to guarantee a single sire, then supervise her heat, limit access, and stop trusting that your good intentions are enough. DNA doesn't lie, but your memory might. By the way, I'm Yana. We go deep on behavior, health, training, and gear. It's science heavy and it shakes people up. Not because it's right, but because it shows what else is possible. So hit that like, subscribe button. Where do we have subscribe button? Right here. And let's talk about your dog for real.